Shefsky here, and welcome to Fantasy House. Every episode, I have a guest take us through their imaginary fantasy house. It is so much fun. It's like imaginary MTV Cribs on LSD. I love it. It's like a cartoon. It's like you're listening to like a ridiculous, weird cartoon, and people are being inventive, and they're coming up with trippy stuff and being silly, and it's raw. This is the world's only not safe for work real estate podcast. It's just a warning. Don't think this is a real estate podcast. I'm going to play it at work, at church. No, don't do that. We say a lot of naughty things. This episode is brought to you, this podcast, every podcast is brought to you by me, Jon Shefsky, your local Southern California realtor. If you want to buy a house, sell a house, talk about why I love multifamily, apartment buildings, any of that good stuff, hit me up, fantasyhousepodcast@gmail.com, or you can go to my Instagram, JONSHEFSKY. Why not, right? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? This episode's so much fun. My buddy Jay Light is the guest, and he's a hilarious comedian, super creative. I think you'll love the if you're from Texas, you're going to be like, oh, dude, the Texas barbecue man's got such a cool house. It's going to be great. So let's move forward and do it in the words of the great Angelo Bowers. Let us do this.
Won't you take it all the friends over to your fantasy house? Your host with the most experience in your fantasy house. The only money for expensive construction. The only limit is your imagination. Your friends over to your fantasy house right now.
My name is Jay Light. I am a 29-year-old male from the suburbs of Texas.
Yeah.
I live in Los Angeles, California now. I'm a stand-up comic. I got a podcast. I write things, write for television, write jokes.
Do you right wrongs?
Occasionally. I'm not so much in the righting wrongs business as I feel like would be like socially acceptable.
Well, you don't have to be a social hero. What do you call it? A social hero?
A social justice
warrior? You don't have
warrior?
to be I was going to say you don't have to be a superhero.
I was a vigilante.
A vigilante, there you go.
I don't want to be a vigilante. I don't think I'm tough enough to be a vigilante. I don't think I've never been in a fight
In your entire life?
in my entire life.
Like a physical fight? You've
Nope.
never been
in a fist fight of any kind.
You've never been socked? Just
I've had not like punched or anything outside of I did Taekwondo when I was growing up for a couple of years, and I did get the wind knocked out of me one time by like a 50-something-year-old man who I was sparring against. And he was very tall, and so his legs he kicked me in the chest, and his legs, because he was a very tall man, legs had a lot of pendulum-like strength.
Oh, yeah.
So he kicked me, and I lost I had no wind in my body after that.
how long? Is that truly what happens when you get the wind knocked out of you? Is it the air is getting kicked out of your lungs?
I think it's your diaphragm spasms in such a way that it forces the air out quicker than it normally would, because diaphragm controls some element of your breathing.
Yeah, oh totally.
So if your diaphragm gets hit in a way where it pushes all the air out, then you're like,
I remember it happened to me when I was a kid playing hockey and just being like, I can't talk. I couldn't even talk. I was just like,
yep.
and you're just like looking around like am I dying?
Oh,
Is
dude,
this normal?
it's the scariest thing the first time you get the wind knocked out of
really
you.
is.
It happened to me a handful of times in various sports that I played as a kid, and I was just like, I'm done. This is it. I'm dying. My soul is going to float out of my body like a ghost in an old-timey cartoon.
Yep.
It's bad.
This is it. That was my last day on Earth.
Yeah.
Playing this game and getting hit in the stomach. So you've never been in a fight physically. Is that because you're a likable dude that doesn't really agitate your fellow humans? Or
I guess so. I've never been the fighting type. Like I'm sober also, and I was never, when I was drinking, I was never like an angry drunk or anything.
Same here.
So I was never picking fights.
Yeah. I'm even more calm when I'm drinking. I'm even more like, dude, I'm really at peace with everyone and everything.
Yeah. The closest I ever got, I think, besides getting, like the wind knocked out of me as a child by a 55-year-old man with tree trunk legs, was I blacked out one time when I was working on the door at the Comedy Store, and I blacked out and I shoved somebody. I physically kicked somebody out of the club by shoving them continually out onto the sidewalk.
Yeah.
And then they left. And even that person did not try and pick a fight with me, because how can you fight this?
How can you fight this?
How can you fight this?
Just pun him.
It's very nice.
Fight that pun him.
Very sweet young man.
So you came out to LA. How old were you?
I was 20. I had just turned 22. It was a couple days after my 22nd birthday. I celebrated it back in my parents' place. I took a couple days of rest and relaxation, and then I drove out here. It was like a 2-day drive from Texas. So I got out here like fresh off of being 22 years old.
Do you want to stay here forever?
No, definitely not.
What do you want to do? What's your plan? Give us your 5-year plan. That's what this podcast is about.
5-year plan. I love 5-year plan with Jon Shefsky. So the 5-year plan was for me I would love to wind up being bi-coastal. I think having a place in LA and in New York would be great.
Dude, just pizza and cheeseburgers whenever you want to fly to which direction.
Oh my God. And here's the thing. I'll do the pizza here in LA and the cheeseburgers in New York.
You are really turning things upside down. You sure you're not going to get into a fight before the end of this episode?
I hope so. Listen, I live down the street from an amazing pizza place.
Yeah, you do. But you also live down the street from like my favorite burger in
which
the entire
is
world.
Golden State?
Oh, Golden State.
Oh, Golden State's great.
Dude, Golden State, let me tell you, if you're listening to this right now, and tell me if you've ever done this, I get it without any sauce on the burger. I get the burger extremely rare. So it's almost like tartare seared. So it's just got the burger. Oh, and I'll take the arugula off once they give it to me, and then I'll eat it with the French fries and the dipping sauce.
Okay.
Separately. That's the salad. And so then you just have this super rare burger and it's such good meat that it's just. I asked Jason, the owner, I was like, "What do you do to this meat?" He's like, "I just put salt and pepper in it because it's so good. You don't have to do anything crazy to it."
Right. Yeah, they do that meat very well.
They do it so well. So you're getting like beef tartare on this great bun. The buns are great with just the white cheddar, which is my rap name if I ever go to South Africa and start a group, and bacon. And it's great bacon. And that's it. And it's so juicy. And then I'll get the garlic aioli on the side. That I'll just have a little bit with the fries.
There you go.
Oh, dude. And I mix in a little of the curry ketchup with the garlic aioli.
I like the fry sauce they do there, too. Nice,
fry sauce
spicy.
is good. It's a little too spicy for me. You're from Texas. You can handle the spice.
I like a spice.
I can't handle the spice. I have a jalapeno popper and I cry.
That's why I get the Koufax neighbor restaurant to Golden State. I
But
get the hot link
they also
burrito.
own that restaurant as well.
Yeah.
Right.
Same kitchen.
Oh, yeah. Same commissary.
And I get the hot link burrito from there.
That's spicy. Those hot links
I like a spice.
They used to also have this is going to sound funny. The accountant, I don't know if he's still the accountant, Eric at their company makes amazing pastrami, some of the best pastrami I've ever had. And I know he sells it too at like Smorgasbord, so I don't know if he's still the accountant because I'm like, how crazy good is your company that your people that crunch numbers make the best pastrami I've ever tasted? Like, good Lord, you guys know how to work some meat. But he also, I'm pretty sure he used to make a cheese chicken sausage that was
Oh my God!
I'm not always in the sausage. mood,
that sounds fantastic.
Oh, so good.
That sounds like a great. This is a thing that I miss from Texas that doesn't really exist. I don't think I've run into it anywhere else outside of Texas. The kolache.
Kolache. Explain kolache to me.
Kolaches are basically a breakfast roll, like sort of a sweet roll with a sausage stuffed inside of it. And that sausage usually has cheese. And at pretty much any Texas donut shop, you can get a good kolache. And there's also very specific kolache shops too, like it's one of those foods that, because there's a lot of German immigrants.
I was just going to say it's an Eastern European kolache.
Yeah. So German and Czech and all these Eastern European immigrants.
They're just miserable. They're trying to survive some form of like atrocities and some weather that's crazy.
Yep.
And they're like, give me bread, meat, something to just feel good.
Yeah, and that's the kolache for you.
That's a kolache.
Yeah.
I love that. Dude,
yeah.
I love any kind of pasty kind of Eastern European thing.
It's delicious.
Meats,
Al
cheese.
Bamani, shout out to Al.
Yeah. Oh, we love Al. Al's a big part of Fantasy House. That's right. He's not here today, ironically, but
he always brings. He's here in spirit because he always talks about bringing back kolaches for me from Texas when he goes back to.
Oh, that's right.
Houston.
Al's from Texas too.
Yeah, and he does. He follows through.
He does. Oh, Al! Since I know you've been listening to this, when you cut the he'll cut a segment out of this with for the Instagram. Can you bring kolaches for me too?
Al and I are supposed to do a kolache video. And I think now we all have to do it together.
Oh, my God. I would be honored. Thank you so much for inviting me, Al. It's really great. I can't wait to have this kolache signed, sealed, delivered. Al, you promised. So, okay. So, yeah. So you think about being bi-coastal, which has always been a fantasy of mine as well.
Yeah. I would love to be bi-coastal. I've grown to love LA. I didn't like LA for a while.
Okay.
And now LA I've turned around on.
Yeah.
I still don't want to be here forever. No. Absolutely not, because it's a place where I feel
you can't be forever. It's like Vegas.
You can't be here forever. It erodes you.
Yeah.
Yes, Vegas. You can stick around for like
2 weekends.
Yeah, 2 weekends sounds like a lot. I would do 2 weekends a year, maybe.
Yeah, it depends how much money you have. I think if you can stay in a crazy suite and afford to eat at Emerald's restaurant every night, you can stay in Vegas for 2 weeks. But if you're at the Jimmy Buffett place, then it's like, get me out of this fucking town.
Jimmy Buffett's casino?
Doesn't he have like a restaurant there?
I mean, he probably does. Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville is an institution for
go.
tourist trap places like that.
Exactly. Yeah.
I would love to be in the Jimmy Buffett casino, though.
I don't remember if I've been in the casino. He has a casino?
No, but if he did,
okay.
I would totally go hang out there. Oh my God. Everybody wearing Hawaiian shirts and grass skirts.
Dude, there was a guy that made a video about, how Deadheads follow Grateful Dead around?
Mm-hmm.
They're called Parrot Heads. They follow Jimmy Buffett around.
Oh, dude, I have friends of mine from college. Their parents are Parrot Heads.
It's so weird.
And they have become Parrot Heads by proxy.
I only know one song. And it's the same song
Margaritaville?
what else has he done?
Cheeseburger in Paradise.
Okay, which is like Margaritaville, but about a cheeseburger.
Oh God, something else. That's it.
That's it.
That's all I know.
Grateful Dead, they have like a crazy list of stuff they've made. So you're like, okay, I can understand people just going insane, following them around.
Well, Jimmy Buffett does have a musical, Escape from Margaritaville.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, the Broadway musical.
I didn't realize he was such a brand.
Yeah, Jimmy Buffett's he's a whole guy, man.
He really is.
He had not only Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville restaurant, he also had Jimmy Buffett's Cheeseburger in Paradise cheeseburger-centric restaurant.
Was that good? Were they good cheeseburgers?
I don't know. I never ate there.
I can't imagine them being good cheeseburgers.
They're probably fine.
Maybe okay.
Let's
rate them, even though we haven't had them. I'm going to give mine a 7.
I'm at 7. That's generous.
Well, I haven't had them. I don't want to give them a 5 without actually,
I think 5 is average. We've inflated ratings too much. Let's let things be 5 because 5 is fine. 5 is average.
Well, I got to give them the 7 of 5, which I got to give them a 3.5 then. I'm still sticking in my heart. It's got
below average. It's going to disappoint you.
Well, I don't want to say. What if the listener goes, Shefsky, you sent me to Jimmy Buffett's Cheeseburger in Paradiseville and it was awful. So this way, at least, I'm keeping it safe. So it's a disclaimer. It's a warning. Go try it. Don't be so close-minded. Don't be a little Nazi. Go try a burger. But
go to Jimmy Buffett's Cheeseburger in Paradise.
That's right.
Why don't you?
Where are they at?
I don't know. It honestly might be one of those chains that no longer exists, which I think would say a lot about the burgers.
That's a good point.
Just saying.
Well, it could say that the burgers were so good, but their price point, they couldn't attract the right clients because no one that makes more than $75K a year likes Jimmy Buffett.
Right.
I'm just joking. All the Tommy Bahama people, they love Jimmy Buffett, and they make $150K a year and up. So I don't know why it went out of business, folks, but Google it and go try it and tell them Shefsky sent you. They love me there.
Yeah, Chef Shefsky.
They love me. Chef Shefsky. I work in the back. They're like, how do you prepare this? I'm like, I don't really know. It's just my last name. It's not even a C. It's an S. So I'm not really a chef.
Why did we hire you then? Who brought you in on this?
I'm good at interviews. I don't know what I'm doing. Can I have another cheeseburger before I go?
Listen, I got sleeves. I just figured I'd fit well in a kitchen.
Yeah,
that's what they said.
I'm just hoping that they were going to put me on the Food Network. I've got a bunch of tattoos, and I'll wear one of those hats.
A chef hat?
I like to eat food. I didn't say I like to make food. I just said I love food.
I could see you having a Guy Fieri. Guy Fieri.
Oh, I would. Wow, you really made him sound exotic.
Guy Fieri.
He's another guy. He's another guy I've heard nothing but good stuff about. Anyone who's ever worked with him has always said he's freaking awesome.
He seems like a really cool guy.
I think he gives to a lot of. He spreads the joy around.
That's the donkey sauce. I think that's what you're thinking of. He spreads the donkey sauce around. No, I've heard he's like a charitable dude.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
I would go hang out. I would go hang out with Guy Fieri.
All right, with Guy Fieri.
Guy's Kitchen and Bar.
He's got that Canadian first name, Guy, and then Fieri. He makes boats out of wood, and they're about $800,000 a piece, and people come from all over the world for the Fieri original.
That next time I go to Vegas, I'm going to go to Guy's restaurant. He has one in Vegas now.
Well, he had a fast food place in Vegas.
I think he's got like a real deal
sit down
place. Yeah.
Like a real chili place.
Yeah.
I'd go. I'll support that motherfucker.
She's only serving chili.
We had a fantasy house. I was at Dave Ross's. Somebody had a fantasy house where it was like they had like Guy Fieri,
Guy Fieri
AI all over the house. So anywhere you go, there's a Guy Fieri, and it just and I was like, that's so rad. Like he would brighten my day all the time. And he dresses like Sugar Ray or the world's
Smash Mouth.
Smash Mouth, like the world's biggest Sublime fan. I'm like, you can't not have fun with a guy like that around.
All right, we got to have a super group where Jimmy Buffett and Guy Fieri hang out together. And Guy's not singing. He doesn't need to because his food sings.
That's right.
His food is the work of art.
He kicks it up a notch. You like that, Emerald?
Emerald, take that.
What's the geographic location of your fantasy house?
Well, I know I said I wanted to be bi-coastal, but I think if we're going for the fantasy house, I gotta go. It's tough. It's tough to say. I want to be back in Texas just because that way I'll be in proximity to some good barbecue.
I love that.
That's the thing I miss the most. In Texas, you know what? Here's where we'll go. We'll do Possum Kingdom Lake. You ever been to a Texas lake?
No.
Okay, so there's a song called Possum Kingdom.
Okay.
By Toadies. You may know it from the Guitar Hero franchise.
Okay.
It was a song, downloadable content. I don't know if you're springing for downloadable content in your Guitar Heroes these days.
I might, if it's
there.
good enough. If you give me a good enough sample preview of it, I might.
But it's about this lake, Possum Kingdom, and there's a lot of
Going to the lake, gonna see a lot of possums.
Yep.
Is that the song?
That's it. That's
Possum
the one. See,
Kingdom?
I knew you for a Guitar Hero guy.
See?
I knew you played.
I'm in touch with this culture. I connect.
Yeah, but Possum Kingdom is a good spot, I think, for a house. You can hang out by a lake. You got some water. You got some sunshine. You're close enough that I could go get some barbecue, some real deal, like
Some real
some
Texas
brisket, some sausage. Ooh, that's what I need.
Oh, I love it.
I want to be by Fantasy House. I want it to be by water.
Yep.
I want to have the opportunity. I don't need a pool, but I would love a chance to just like take a dip.
So if we were flying like a drone around, like the first preview of your fantasy house, what would we be seeing? What kind of colors and shapes?
Oh man! Well, you're going to be coming up, of course, from the lake.
Okay.
Because I'll have a dock.
Okay.
We're gonna have some sort of watercraft.
Yeah.
You'll probably see somebody zooming in on a jet ski or a catamaran or something.
Yeah.
And it's it's nice, classy dock. But then you go outside,
Classy dock.
shaded in trees, but open to nature. Not a tree house, but it feels like you might be inside one.
Okay.
Not built between the trees, because I don't want that. I just saw news about a tree house that burned down. I don't want to go down that road.
Oh, dude, when real life's informing your fantasy house, you're like,
Yeah.
you know what? Even in my fantasy, you can't be too safe.
I want it to be. I like a lot of exposed wood and beams and cool
Okay.
things and stuff like that.
That's what I'm talking about.
I want something that feels, modern but not too modern. A good mix of like, classical, like mid-century modern kind of
Nice.
things. Nothing. That's the thing that bugs me the most about all these houses around where I live now is they're so cookie cutter, like cubist. And I used to think that was cool, and now that I see it all the time, I'm like, oh no, I don't want that.
Are you talking about in LA and Melrose?
LA and
all
Melrose
the Holocaust
particular.
Museum houses, like, it's
Oh,
a
yeah.
cement slab, and you're like, go on. That's great.
I don't need any of that.
Yeah.
I want my home to feel, like it's got a little warmth to it.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what I like about having wood things.
You can still have super modern, you can have sleek, you can have minimalist, but yeah, you got to have some wood, some plants in there, make it organic and alive. So that's great. Yeah.
Oh, I'd love some plants. I want some plants on the outside. It'd be great if I could have like a somebody who could tell me like the best kind of plants that I could just fly in and take care of, like a rotating
real
rotating
botanist
wall
or
of plants.
arborist or botanist or whatever.
I'll have a botanist on site.
That's awesome.
Because I don't listen. I just started getting into plants, but I can't take care of them very well. It takes a lot of effort.
It takes a real man to say that. A lot of people think, "Oh, I can have plants."
No.
You think you're better than me? I'll have plants and take care of them. But you just straight up said right now, like, I'm not ready to be the caretaker of the
Right?
plants.
You ever tried taking care of a fern? It's hard.
Oh, it's very difficult.
I've got my fern over there in the window. It's dying, and I bought it a week ago, and I'm trying to do fern surgery on this thing to keep it alive. I don't have enough. I don't have it in me to let a fern fail on me or other plants. So I got to have a botanist on site.
That's great.
We'll have a whole greenhouse. Why don't we?
Okay.
A greenhouse that extends off of the regular house.
What's your botanist's name? Describe him or her.
Botanist?
Yeah.
Botanist Bob.
Botanist Bob.
And he's
That
gonna
sounds like
be
a real Texas situation there.
Yeah,
Botanist Bob.
and he's not going to be. He's well educated. He's got to be.
Yeah.
but he feels very down to earth. Like he's a man of the soil. He's got his gardening gloves. He's not out here being fancy pantsy botanist. He's not wearing a lab coat or nothing like that. He doesn't have he keeps his glasses on a chain around his neck. He'll put them on if he needs to. If he's got to inspect like what the aphids are doing or something like that.
They do have to inspect those aphids.
You got to inspect those
botanists,
aphids.
They
Oh,
really.
if he's got to take a look and see some roots, have the glasses on, but you don't need to wear them all the time.
So he's got the little chains that goes around.
Yeah,
his
I'm
neck.
thinking like a rugged, like Dennis Quaid and Parent Trap
Yeah.
level of ruggedness.
Yeah.
Like somebody who could be in charge of a winery, but I have offered them a significant amount of money to be my personal botanist.
And they're way happier there. They're like,
Yeah.
this is the life.
of course, because they get free jet ski access.
Oh. That's what it said in the ad.
They have their own. I'll give you your own jet ski.
Oh, that's great.
Come on, botanist Bob.
I have no history in botany, but I'm getting interested. I got my own jet ski. Lunch breaks are going to be fired.
You got to take your lunch break on the jet ski, though.
Oh yeah, I would. That's
you got to. Hey, they have the storage unit in the seat just for that.
So
pack a little Tupperware.
If we go to you just pack your sandwich in there and run. I'm gonna go to the other side of the lake. That's where I'm gonna eat. So if we go to the entrance of the house,
front door. You come in. It's nice. It's bright. A lot of natural light. I want some windows. I want some stuff. Let's have plants inside. I want there to be a lot of plants.
Oh yeah, you got a botanist. I mean,
we got a botanist on site.
However you want.
Let's go with a lot of plants.
Okay.
I want there to be like a lot of stairs, but I don't want a big, tall, I don't need a multi-story that goes up. We're in the woods. We're going to keep it a little bit more modest.
Okay.
But I do want a lot of, you got to be able to see access to some basement work right from the jump. You go inside, you see a staircase, it goes up, but then you also see another staircase on the other side, and it goes down. And you don't know where it goes down to, but you're intrigued.
Which one should we go to first?
Let's go down.
Let's go down.
Because everybody already knows.
Everybody goes up.
Upstairs. Everybody goes up. Yeah, you got a bedroom. You got a bathroom up there. Who cares? What's down?
What's down? Let's go.
We don't have a lot of basements in Texas. I want a couple. I want to have the strategy where you can have a couple of different basements.
Let's see. I'm going with you. I'm following.
Basement 1. You go down, and it's this is where it starts to feel a little bit more, a little bit. What is going on? Oh, something beeped. Sorry. You go down the basement stairs. You go down, and it feels a little bit more stone, a little bit colder, but still something. There's something kind of interesting about it. Mm-hmm. Something you feel protected. You feel safe. You got some art on the walls. It's no faces because we don't want anybody to feel creeped out. We don't want to see faces.
No faces
on the walls.
In the art. Okay, what kind of art is it then? Describe something.
Let's get some art that's all. It's a lot of landscapes.
Okay.
We want it to feel like we're not going to have plants in the basement. The basement is all the basement's a strict no plant zone.
Okay.
The plants are for above levels on the houses only.
That's fine.
But we're going to still make you feel like pictures of plants. You're good to go. One floor of basement 1. We want to have an arcade. That's what I really have always wanted. Some good pinball machines.
Yes.
Love a pinball machine. I'm bad at a lot of arcade games. I don't have the quick reflexes required for doing things like Donkey Kong.
Same here.
Or I could do an air hockey. I had an air hockey table.
I love air hockey. Yeah,
air hockey you can do, but also air hocky you can you could really fuck your hand up.
That's very Jewish of you, but yes. How'd you get hurt? Air hockey. Okay.
I was trying to do a knuckle puck. What did you expect?
A knuckle puck and air hockey.
But I'd love a couple pinball machines.
Okay.
And I want to get some pinball machines of, some of the stuff. I've played a lot of pinball machines over the years.
What themes for your 3 top pinball machines in this basement?
One of the best pinball machines of all time is the South Park pinball machine.
Oh, yeah.
You got to have South Park pinball.
Well, I love South Park anything, so yeah.
Yeah. And South Park pinball, great. Classic. You also got to have, let's go with a little Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones pinball game, great.
Oh, you are all classic. Yes.
Oh, yeah. But here's the thing. This is one that I've never seen, and it's bound to exist somewhere. But I've never seen it.
Is it the Chappie pinball machine?
Of course it's the Chappie pinball machine. No, I actually would. I think a Chappie pinball machine, that's the one that we bring out for special occasions.
Okay.
That's the one we bring out, it's got Dion Ward there with you.
Oh,
they fly in themselves. They show up as themselves in the game. You get to hang out with Chappie. It's just Chappie's body that's been converted into a pinball machine.
You flick the thing, it's where his genitals would be. You're like,
yep.
That's the pin. What's the third? What's the third
one?
machine?
Back to the Future.
Oh, dude, you are so classic. Zemeckis, Spielberg,
oh yeah,
Trey and Matt. Oh, yeah.
Because I want to have. I'm a big movie guy. Yeah. I like movies. I want to have some movie memorabilia down there too. I want it to feel sort of like a. I always wanted to have a cool basement to hang out in. And my house growing up, I was never like the hangout house. I was too far away from everybody else. So we would just go to their houses all the time. And they had all this cool stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I'm going to have the dream. So let's have some pinball machines. We'll have a popcorn machine.
Nice.
Let's have ourselves a little, let's have the seats. The floor can sink down into becoming a movie theater style seat.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, because that's the beauty of having a lot of basements. Who knows what's in these basements?
That's cool.
Let's have you press a button, and then all of a sudden, the floor sinks down and becomes some nice stadium seating.
That's so trippy and fufuturistic. I love it.
Yeah,
That's
you don't
freaking rad.
That's the beauty of the basement, dude.
Oh, yeah.
You never know what hides inside.
What color? That sounds scary. What color? You're like, wait, where are we now?
Well, let's get to the next basement,
All right,
where it's all going to be a meat freezer.
Let's go to the
full of human bodies.
Oh my god! Hey, listen, if the brisket tastes good, you can make it out of whatever you want, sir.
Smoked
Frank.
boy.
It's this guy named Frank.
Smoked neighbors.
Yeah, it's Jimmy Dean. Oh, this is Jimmy Dean sausage. Yep, it's made of Jimmy Dean himself.
Yeah,
man.
Well seasoned.
What if, ironically, he was the tastiest of all the sausages?
Of Jimmy Dean?
Yeah,
He should
Jimmy
be.
Dean, and you're like, he actually tastes better than all the sausage he ever sold.
Yeah, I would. Listen, I don't want to go after some Hillshire Farms farmers. I want to go after the man himself,
If
Jimmy
I'm
Dean.
going to eat a human, I'm going to eat someone that knows sausage and has it in their blood.
Right. That's why Chef Boyardee is going to be in all of my pasta that I serve in the house. He's going to be
It's
the
low
pasta
carb.
sauce recipe.
It's protein pasta. It's low carb.
Yeah.
The noodles don't taste as good.
No, of course not.
They fall apart if you overcook them, and they're odd. But it's low carb.
It's low carb.
Low carb. Chef Boyardee. Okay, should we go to the other basement?
Let's go to the other basement.
All right.
Let's go down to basement 2.
Basement 2. Here we go.
By the way, there are 3 basements.
Is this the same stone stairway as we came down the first one?
Same,
Continuous.
not the same stones.
Okay.
We're gonna go. The first one that comes in, it's a little bit warmer. It's more like a sandstone,
Okay.
I would say, or brick.
Okay.
Second one, it's gonna start to feel a little bit more like medieval.
Okay.
Like you're like, is this gonna be some sort of a torture chamber? It's
Yeah,
gonna
some scary weirdness.
like a castle. But don't worry, no torture chambers in this house.
What happens when we get to the
This is
second
all a
one?
house of fun.
What?
Second floor. That's where we start getting into the relaxation zone. We're gonna have a float tank down there.
Oh, rad.
I love a good float tank. Mm-hmm. You ever been in one?
Oh, yeah.
They're great.
I love it.
I need to have one in my house.
I want one in my house, too. That should be, all new builds should come with them.
Yeah.
Whenever they build a new house, it's like, you should just have a float tank in it.
They should.
Society would be fine if we all had float tanks.
Yes. And of course, because we're gonna have a float tank down there, we're gonna need a lot of cool, controllable lighting. So that way you can set it. Because I'm the kind of guy, I've been to a couple float tanks where they do like the lighting inside and music inside. I don't want that.
The one in Venice Beach?
Yeah, I want the one, exactly. I wanted the one in Venice or the one in Westwood where it's all pitch dark.
Yep.
That's what I need. Outside, once you get outside of the tank, then we can have some cool lighting. We can have some cool music. We'll have
You can
a nice,
have your rave
Yes.
after you get out of the float tank and your mind has changed.
Right. Why not? We'll have a cool shower. I want one of those showers down there where it's going to be, if this is going to be the most like industrial room of the house, this basement, it's going to feel a little bit more concrete, slabby, cementy, stony. Then we're going to have, we don't need to have any walls for the shower. Let's just have shower heads.
Very, very New York loft arty kind of thing where it's just like, you just shower. I mean, if someone's here, then they can see you shower. And if not,
Yeah.
it's all good.
Exactly. Why not? We'll have a bunch of, and I want to have some shower heads maybe that got speakers in them. You go in time to the music.
Oh, what would you listen to?
Oh, down there? Well, beforehand, it's all going to be calm. It's going to be like Bon Iver. It's going to be all calming
I don't
all
know
the time.
Bon Iver.
You don't know Bon Iver?
No.
Oh, Bon Iver. Great, very, very eclectic guy. He did one of the greatest breakup albums of all time for his first album. Very sad, very somber. Then his second one is he described it as like Civil War era metal music.
Oh, wow. I need to check out Bon Iver.
It's fascinating, man. I love Bon Iver.
I wonder how I've made it this far and not listen. So it's a guy?
It's one guy.
One guy.
And he tours with a band, but he's all, like, for the albums, it's all him.
Yeah. It's Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, but it's Tom Petty calling the shots.
It's Tom Petty.
Yeah.
Exactly. So we're going to have some calming stuff.
Watch yourself, Heartbreakers. You're replaceable. Sorry, guys.
Calming music going in, calming lighting, a lot of blues, a lot of greens.
Oh, yeah.
I want to do some soft LEDs, maybe something that feels like it can kind of move around a little bit. But it, not like the way you would want to feel coming down from drugs.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not, if you're not, I'm not, this is going to be a house for anybody. Anybody can come hang out. But if you're like on the come down, this is the place to do it.
Awesome.
You come down, it's very soothing.
And a float tank experience is like, I mean, it can be a very deep, introspective experience like you would have on heavy doses of psychedelics.
I've hallucinated in float tanks before. On just au natural.
Because it's so weird. It's a very alien sensation. Or maybe not alien, but it's definitely a different sensation that you don't get after you're like out of the womb if you
Right.
don't do float tanks, right? Or if you're not doing heavy
Yeah.
doses of psilocybin.
No.
So yeah, totally.
So then, and then when you're coming out, we're partying. We're getting ready to go.
I've refreshed. I've reset my hard drive.
Yep.
Let's party.
And then it's all, big, different color, pinks and purples and, or not purples. Purples on the soothing end. Let's do some pinks. Let's do some yellows, some
Chumbawamba
oranges.
blasting over the
Yes.
speakers.
Nothing but tub thumping. It's all tub thumping. It's all Smash Mouth. It's all the stuff to make you ready to go upstairs and hang out in the arcade for a little while.
Oh, I love it.
That's the second basement.
Okay.
One more basement.
You gotta go down. This is the deepest level.
Deepest level of the house. The heart of the house.
Very metaphorical, guys.
And this is where the Stones. We're gonna go real. It's gonna feel a little bit futuristic. It's all obsidian. Black, shiny.
Yeah.
You have no idea what's going to be down there.
Polished and
very polished.
smooth, yeah.
Yep. And this is where we all the landscape paintings, because the second staircase, no landscape paintings. No, we don't.
This is where
need
you're going to
anything.
clear your mind when you're in
Right.
the second basement. The third one.
Third one, spacescapes,
Dude, rad.
galaxies,
Oh,
nebulae, horseshoe nebulae.
Oh yeah.
Why not? Milky Way, Andromeda.
I like how you talk, nebulae. Horseshoe nebulae.
We're going all the different kinds of nebulaes.
I love it, dude. Let's get nebulated. Tonight, everyone gets nebulated.
Everybody's getting nebulated.
That's on the Intergalactic PCU flyer.
And what I want down there, I want to have a moon shoes room, and you can hang out. You ever dance in some moon shoes?
I feel like I have. You put them on and you can like bounce on. You're like boom, boom. Yeah, dude.
I want to have. It's a place you put on these moon shoes. You put on some stuff. You bounce around, and this is the place where you can go and take out all of your energy and your rage and your anger, because this is going to be the room where you're allowed to smash everything.
You're in moon shoes and you can smash everything.
Yeah, because
this
you
is
can't
a fun room.
You can't just be running around smashing things. We're gonna have a whole array of
Totally.
vases, mirrors, glassware, statues, all sorts of stuff. You can there's going to be a line of weapons on the wall. You can pick your weapon. You can pick a bat. You can pick an axe.
love it.
You can pick a mace. And
a mace against a vase while you're wearing moon shoes.
yeah, and you're gonna just take out all of the rage in this cool black obsidian room.
What music is playing down there while you're smashing stuff?
No music. No music
at all.
allowed.
I need music.
No.
No?
You can't have music.
But I want to smash stuff and let it all loose, and I need to listen to Metallica's first album.
If you want to go to listen to Metallica's first album, go up a floor. Okay. This is the room. You know how the float tank is where you're alone with your thoughts?
Yeah.
But it's like you just feel them.
Yep.
And you can't do anything. This is where you can be alone with your thoughts and just have a lot of stimulus.
Okay.
And destroy everything.
You're smashing it up.
You're smashing it up. Sometimes you need a good smash.
I want to smash a bunch of vases. This is kind of fun because I don't know anybody that has this in their actual house, but out of so many weird things that people have in their fantasy house, this is so plausible and affordable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Go to Pier 1 Imports or Marshalls or whatever for like $30. You probably have like 5 vases.
Yeah.
Dude.
I used to have legitimate dreams of owning a house where there was a room where I could just like make messes in.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this
is basically that.
That's so awesome.
This is the room. If you want to not smash something, that's fine. You can make let's throw pies at the wall. This is the mess hall.
I want to eat a pie and throw a pie at the wall.
Go for it.
Then I'm there.
That sounds
I
like a
already
great
am.
idea. Because this room, we'll make it's going to be able to be cleaned after every use.
Sure.
We don't want to leave all the detritus behind for whoever comes in to use it next.
It's got to be
Gotta be fresh every time.
This is like the Airbnb of the Renaissance Fair plate smashing booths.
Exactly.
You gotta.
And you know how we do that? We got a black hole
You have a black hole in your house.
in the house. And it's below the basement, so it's not quite in the house, but it's in the foundation, And that way, whenever we really need to clean it out, we just pop open the button, get the black hole opened up.
Was it open like a trash hole?
Yeah, exactly. It's like a Sarlacc pit, but
Dude, it's
a
hilarious.
little bit more powerful.
I love it.
Sucks it all in, and then you close it back up again.
Where does it go?
The trash?
No, the black hole. What's the black hole lead to?
Oh, the black hole. Black hole. I
Is
mean,
it an actual black hole? Or?
yeah.
So
It's
there's
going to
no
go to
feeling of,
another
like,
dimension.
wasting. There's no feeling of wasting. You're like, I'm not building up a trash here.
No, we're not making some sort of a Great Pacific garbage patch somewhere. Just, get sucked into the void.
I love it.
It would be really great if we
Eco-friendly.
could use that to make it if we could power the house out of that. We could power the house out of your own anger and bad feelings.
There is a way to do that.
Yeah?
I didn't finish the documentary on it, but when it comes to, When it comes to physics, there's a way to use black holes to generate energy. I forgot exactly how they do it.
Is that what they're trying to do over the at the place where we're trying to find the big Higgs boson?
Is that at CERN?
CERN, yes, that's what the place is called.
I think so. It's hard to tell what they're trying to do over there. They're a bunch of science guys with calculators, and they're just telling us, and we're like, give them money to do it. They sound smart, and they seem to have good intentions. Let them do what they're doing with that whole thing.
I forgot what happened to those guys. I remember they were so big. I used to be so into science and science blogs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I would read up on these guys, and then all of a sudden they're just off the, they fell off the face of the planet.
They're still out there. They're still hustling and bustling and trying
smashing
to save the planet.
smashing atoms.
Smashing atoms, creating tiny black holes and little weird events and figuring stuff out. I don't know. I think they're doing stuff.
I hope so.
I trust them. I'm like, if I was in charge of some budget stuff, I'd give them a couple mil.
I mean, as long as they're doing stuff, then I'll make sure to have a couple of them hanging out around the house too.
Nice.
They're part of the staff.
You got some interesting consultants at your house.
We got to make sure. Listen, I don't want to just have a black hole run rampant. What if it takes down the whole house? Can't have that,
dude. I'm with you.
That's why I got to have some of the CERN guys. Them and Botanist Bob. They can all hang out. They can bunk together.
They're all hanging out.
They'll get their own jet skis too.
Smoking a cigarette on their break. They throw it down the black hole and they're like, all right, time's up. Just throw it in there. I love it, dude. It's freaking great.
Those are the basements.
With great black holes comes great responsibilities. So I'm glad you have all the consultants and all the CERN guys. So if we go back up the stairs, where else? If I need to use the restroom, take me to a bathroom.
Let's go to a bathroom.
Is it just the black hole? You're like, just take it down by the black hole.
Take it down by the black hole. Why
Okay,
not? It's eco-friendly. I don't want to distend anybody's. I don't want any prolapsed anuses in my household by somebody pooping in the black hole.
It's probably a pretty dangerous way to
seems bad.
Yeah, I'm not going to risk it.
Let's see. Well, I mean, there's the bathroom that we're going to have open on the first floor.
Okay.
Bathroom for anybody to use.
Nice.
It's going to be. We don't need to have a shower in there. It's just going to be a toilet and a sink. But it's going to feel. It's going to a lot of mirrors. I love. It's going to be small, but it's going to feel very big.
I love that.
And I want to have. I would like to have. Not just plants, but let's have an animal in there.
An animal in the bathroom?
Yeah.
A bathroom animal?
A bathroom animal.
Okay.
I would love to have something that everybody's going to be on their phones or reading material in the bathroom. I don't need any of that. I want something that you can interact with and have fun with.
And what is it?
Let's put a parrot in the bathroom.
A parrot in the bathroom.
And you have a conversation with the parrot while you're in the bathroom.
Oh, dude. And while you're in the bathroom, you're talking to the parrot?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
And he's going to chat with you. He's going to be well trained. We're not going to have just some scrub parrot who doesn't know any words.
So I'm like, what's up, Mr. Parrot?
Exactly.
What's the parrot going to do? Hey, what's up, Mr. Parrot?
Hey, it's nice to have you here in the bathroom. Welcome back. I see your diet's looking pretty good.
Thank you. Oh, wow. Thank you for validating my stool, Mr. Parrot.
Yeah, it looks like there's no blood in there. I'm pretty happy with what you've been eating. Looks like you've been taking your probiotics like I told you to last time you were in here.
That's funny you should mention that. I have. My mom's been on my case about it, and I've been taking them.
Oh, that's good.
How about you? How's your movements been, Mr. Parrot?
Oh, they're pretty good. They're still white and splatty like always, but it is what it is.
Okay. Do you happen to have any extra toilet paper? Because there's not that much left on the
That's right under the sink, right?
You're a very helpful parrot.
That's what I'm in here for.
Please don't watch me while I wipe.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for following that rule. Oh, okay. What a great parrot.
He's a great parrot. Medically trained.
Medically trained parrot.
He's got to be. Listen, if he's going to be inspecting your stools for you.
He made me feel confident. I'm canceling my appointment at Kaiser because the parrot, he checked everything I was going to ask my doctor about anyways.
All right. I mean, hey, that's the downside to being at a lake is you're far enough away that if there were some sort of medical issue, you want
a parrot you can count on.
Exactly. You want a parrot who can fly away and go get help and explain to the doctors or the EMTs exactly what's going on.
He's explaining to the doctors. His pulse was 80/35, so I'm a little concerned there.
Listen, we fed him some sort of a nut bar, and he swelled up, and we got an EpiPen in him. But if it didn't look that great, we need some more assistance over there.
Breathing is still rapid, right?
Right?
Okay. So I washed my hands and oddly left the parrot in the bathroom.
I mean, that's where he lives. It's where you're not supposed to take the parrot out of the bathroom.
It's a weird place to live, but you know what? To each his own.
Yeah.
Especially parrots.
I think
I bid you adieu, Mr. Parrot.
I would rather be having a conversation with something in a bathroom. I like a little chat. I don't need to be scrolling through things.
No, I agree. I mean, it is when I reply to most of my emails and texts. But
is in the bathroom.
If I did have a parrot to hang out with, I would definitely be like, you know what? I'd put my phone down and be like, this is a sign from the Lord. I should be interacting with fellow beings right now.
Exactly.
And I would stop and chill in the moment and talk to the parrot.
Yeah. That's what I want the experience of my house, my fantasy house, to be, is you're in the moment. I don't want you to have to be on your phone for anything.
Okay.
And you know what? Let's take it a step further. Let's make it so that way, you know those little Yonder pouches where you...
Oh, yeah. The Hannibal Buress pouches?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think those should be at every restaurant when you walk in.
You got to put your phone in one of those when you get into my house.
Great. That's great.
Right at the very... And, you know, if you need to go make a call, step outside.
Not a problem. Go get the pouch, unlock it, get your phone out, go step outside and use
Right.
it. But
Exactly. But I don't want you to be on your phone.
dude, that's great.
Be here.
Now.
A lot of experiences. You're going to talk to my parrot. You're going to go play video games and pinball and watch movies in the basement. You're going to go hang out in both the other basements.
I got float tanks. I got the black hole.
I got the smashing things room
Smashing stuff. Like
or the eating pie room. However you want to use it.
all of that, actually. I probably eat pie, smash stuff, then eat more pie after I smash some stuff.
It sounds like a great idea. And then the parrot can talk to you and make sure the pie went through your system.
That's
okay.
what I was just going to say. As you're like, whoo, had a lot of pie up there. It's like, yeah, I can tell.
Yeah.
Oh, parrot, you're the best.
Look like boysenberry.
Oddly enough, it was chocolate, but you know what?
All right, you might want to look at how your system's processing complex sugars.
The parrot's got a lab coat on and has like a chart. I'm like, all right, okay, parrot. Can you not analyze my stool right now? I just want to take a peaceful dump.
Well, listen, I've been taking notes, talking to the plumber about what's going on in the septic tank.
All right. At the end of the day, I do appreciate that you're looking out for my health, Mr. Parrot. Is there anywhere else in the house that we need to check out? Do you have a kitchen that we need to see?
Oh, kitchen is going to be one of the most important rooms.
Would you call it a bitchin' kitchen?
Definitely a bitchin'
Let's
kitchen.
check out the bitchin' kitchen.
Let's check out the bitchin' kitchen.
Here we go.
Bitchin' kitchen. I want to have one of my favorite things is a nice like restaurant style like stovetop range.
Yeah.
I don't want to do this electric stuff. I want gas.
Yep.
And I want to have I want to have the ability to do some stuff in my house, in my kitchen that I have not been able to do before. I'd love to have a pasta maker built in. Mm-hmm. You know, I'd love to have a meat grinder built in.
Built in, so it's like sleek.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's all going to be part of it. I want to be able to have, let's have some ovens. Let's have a couple different ovens. Let's have a small oven. Let's have a big oven.
Do it.
Let's have a medium-sized oven.
What's it look like in there? What's the countertops, the floor, the colors? the
Countertops. We're gonna do a nice rosy granite.
Rosy granite.
I want it to feel kind of warm in there. I don't want it to feel. Like I said, I like the aesthetic of like sleek and modern, but I don't want it to feel cold.
Yeah,
and
I agree.
uninviting.
Dude, I'm with you.
I want some textures in there.
Get it.
You know, I would like. How about this? Let's have a wood burning oven.
I love that.
Not just now. We don't need a regular oven. We can take temperatures of things.
Let's make some pizza where the crust is delectable.
Yes. Let's have a wood burning oven in the kitchen, and that way you can also smoke stuff if you want to.
Yep.
I would love to be able to smoke things in my house.
What would you smoke?
I'd smoke some sausages. I'd smoke some brisket.
Brisket. Oh, dude.
Gotta smoke the brisket,
dude. I love smoked brisket.
It'd be great if I could have a direct line to Aaron Franklin, the barbecue master. With like a bat phone in the kitchen, just to call him up. Just to
Then you do have that. You have a direct
Let's have
line.
that.
It's a phone with no dial on it. If you pick
Right.
it up, it just goes right to them.
Right to Aaron. It's right there next to the wood oven / smoker.
Oh God, that sounds so good. My stomach's just growling just thinking about all this brisket. All this
I'm
brisket.
gonna eat so much brisket.
Oh, I love brisket.
That's the whole kitchen is going to smell like brisket all the time.
Oh.
If you don't like meat,
Get out.
you're gonna learn to like meat. That's how this house works. Meat eaters with no phones.
That's right. That's right. You're gonna learn to like meat. That's good. That's what it says when you walk up to your house.
Yeah.
What does that mean, honey? I don't know.
It's gonna be my live, laugh, love.
I love it.
It's gonna be right there in the as soon as you walk in. You got the stairway to the basement on the left. You got the stairway upstairs on the right, and then through the center right of the house, just a big woodcut that says you're gonna learn to like meat.
I love meat.
And of course,
God.
there's the phone collector bin over on the left. Right as soon as you walk in.
Oh yeah.
But in the kitchen, bitchin' kitchen. Let's do some brick. Let's do some granite. We'll do brick for the oven. We'll have a fridge that's got a little stainless steel on there. Feels a little bit more like more normal modern fridge.
Yep. What about the flooring? What kind of floor will have in the kitchen?
We're gonna do. Let's do brick for the floors.
Brick floors.
I have never seen brick floors in the kitchen, and it feels like that's a nice way to bring the outdoors indoors.
It's gonna. What you're doing is you're keeping. I can tell by the shapes and the color, the minimalist that you got this modernness to it, but the textures, like you said, are warming it up,
I
dog.
love because I want my house to feel warm and nice.
Yes.
I can't listen. We're in the woods. We're in Texas. Texas is a scary place for some people. I don't want you to feel like you're uncomfortable, even if you don't like meat. You're gonna learn to like meat, but even if you wind up not liking meat, you're gonna be in the kitchen. You're gonna be like, you know what? He's got my best interest out, and that's why we'll have a salad spinner right in the wall too.
There you go. Oh, you can have lettuce with it. Someone's got to help push the meat through.
Oh yeah,
or the parrot's going to be all upset.
And what will
constipated?
If you really want to, if you want to make it feel good, we'll have the greenhouse connect right to the kitchen.
Yeah.
No, you're not going to go into the greenhouse, but if you need to call in the botanist, you need to call in old Bob. You know, he's got a slot. He'll throw some lettuce or some cabbage your way.
Oh, some freshly picked cabbage your way. Oh my god.
Yeah, it'll be one of those bank tubes, you know, where they so you know you put in the order, you put it right down whatever greens you need, you put it in. It shoots out, and then it comes back with a tube full of greens.
Fresh mint.
Tube full of arugula.
Fresh mint for a vegan chocolate smoothie for breakfast is so good.
Oh,
yeah. So much mint in it.
Smoothie maker.
Oh.
Not a blender.
No.
We're going to have a separate blender and a separate smoothie maker, but they're both going to be built in.
Oh, yeah.
And they're going to be like built into the point where you can't remove them. Like, it's going to be very difficult to clean these things, but that's the beauty of having built in. It's there, and you know it's going to be there for a long time.
Yep.
You don't have to worry about it.
It feels like it's supposed to be there, too. You don't like, where am I going to put this thing? It's like, no. This is where it is.
Exactly.
It's here.
Yeah, of course. It's here. It's where it's going to be.
No OCD cleaning problems where you're like, I don't know what to do with that thing. Because that's part of the thing. It's part of the kitchen.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And the trash can in here is another smaller black hole. It has to be.
Well, I mean, I think it's the most eco-friendly thing is just to have a black hole. We should all have them in our houses. It's
Yeah.
like, you want to add to the trash dumps or you want to be like green? Then have a black hole.
Let's have a black hole.
Right?
Why not? I think, as long as we have our staff members from CERN on site ready to consult and maintain these black holes, I don't see why we got to be afraid of them.
They're like, I have a doctorate. I have 3 doctorates in particle physics. But I feel like I'm just like a trash man at your house.
Right. You got to get with the program, bud. I don't know. I don't know where you get off, but I'm supposed to be at a zoo.
I was just mentioning it, but I'll get back to
They
work.
keep calling me Mr. Parrot. I'm a doctor. I'm trained, Brock.
Where else? Where else should we go? Is there anywhere else in the house?
Let's go we haven't looked at a bedroom.
Let's go. Well, when we first walked into your house, you were like, bedroom's passe, so I didn't want to force you to, like, if you're like, I don't want to go to the bedroom. But now that you're saying let's go to a bedroom.
We got to have a bedroom. We'll have, because the second floor, that's the place, I want this, like I said, people are going to be hanging out here.
Yep.
This is a place where you're going to be present. So we'll have a guest bedroom first.
Let's go to a guest bedroom. Show me what you got.
Guest bedroom, I always like a Murphy bed. Mm-hmm. I've never been in a place where I've had one. And this fantasy house, all Murphy beds.
Even the master bedroom?
Even the master bedroom is going to be Murphy beds.
Okay.
The guest bedroom is going to have a couple different ones.
Okay.
We can have a regular Murphy bed. You can have a twin-size Murphy bed. We'll have Murphy bunk beds. Why not?
Oh, that's pretty fun.
Yeah. Well, it'll be like
as it comes out,
like train car style. You know, where like one's in the ceiling and one's a little further down. But you're gonna, that way we can configure it to have however many people need to stay there. Yeah. It's gonna be good. And that's the guest bedroom for you. And it's gonna have some nice. We'll have some nice scents pumped in there. You know, maybe some calming music if you want to.
Love it.
You can, because that way. Listen, there's gonna be a brisket stench that permeates the entire house. So, and I imagine you don't want to sleep in a room that smells like brisket.
No,
unless you're me, which I'm cool with that.
But I choose not to tonight.
I sleep in a smoker the entire time.
That's hilarious.
What I'll do. So that's the guest.
Have you ever worked in barbecue before?
No,
okay,
never.
Yeah,
you have.
Yeah. And you definitely will be like, it smells like a smoker. Like everywhere you go, you're just like, I can't smell it anymore. Like it actually gets pretty intense at times.
Yeah.
But it's been years now, so now I crave it. So
you just
know what? Make the guest bedroom smell like brisket.
There you go. Listen, we'll shut the scents off whenever you come by.
I'm fine.
And then master bedroom, giant Murphy bed.
Okay.
But not a wall Murphy bed. I want a Murphy bed that comes down from the ceiling.
I don't even know if that's still a Murphy bed, but sure, yeah.
We'll call it a Murphy bed for all intents and purposes.
Yeah.
Murphy probably had some dreams of coming down from a ceiling.
Dead or alive, you're sleeping in the wall.
Yes,
that's a
exactly.
RoboCop Murphy reference.
He's gonna come down on the ceiling from some sort of a lowering platform, like some ropes or some chains.
Like Tommy Lee and his drum set thing that he did back in the Motley Crue days.
Yeah,
but it comes out of the ceiling.
Yeah, it comes out of the ceiling and it comes straight down. That's how we do it.
Love it.
And it's going to be a king size bed. Like having that space to stretch out.
What's the color tones in your master bedroom?
Color tones in the master bedroom. We're gonna go a lot of leather,
like dark leather.
Dark leather on the walls, leather floors. leather, and then we'll have just some, with a lot of textures. We'll have some calfskin rugs.
Yeah.
So that way you get it's just cow on cow.
Like a cow on cow.
And then you're
Sounds
smelling
like a
brisket.
great
You're
movie.
like, I'm inside of a cow.
That's right.
Bed print's gonna be the cow print.
There you go. Okay, that's hilarious.
And then
it.
we have inside the master bedroom. There's going to be a couple different televisions, so that way we can watch different things going on at once. Because I'm very easily distracted. I'm very easily distracted. I would rather be able to just lean into that and not have to worry about it.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
You're just like, screw fighting it.
Right.
Give me 5 screens.
Why not? Exactly.
Mission control.
Exactly. Oh, I'd love my bedroom to feel like it's got a mission control aspect to it.
Hilarious. What would be on the screens right now then? What would we be toggling between
Right now,
the 5? Yeah.
toggling between the 5. We're gonna have one that is one that's like horror movies.
Okay.
Like constant rotation. We'll have one that's Bon Appetit, the YouTube channel of episodes from that.
Yep.
We'll have one that is all music videos.
Yep. Okay.
All of all just all the hits.
Yep.
All the good music videos.
ZZ Top, totally.
Yeah, of course. So let's do a little ZZ
Get that
Top.
red car in there. Okay.
Let's do Flashdance in there.
Cool.
Let's do Video Killed the Radio Star. The Buggles.
You got it.
Buggles on lock.
We still have 2 more TV screens. You got to give me the other 2.
Second TV, the second to last TV screen. Weather. You gotta have weather.
Okay.
Listen, Possum Kingdom Lake, Texas. Texas is a volatile weather state.
You do need to know what's going on.
I want
there.
to know whether or not I'm going to need to hunker down in the third basement.
That's right. Is tornado coming or not?
Yeah, is a tornado coming or not? Listen, I got to be safe. And then the last TV. Let's have that be. Comedy movies. We'll have 2 movie channels going on.
God
at all
bless you
times.
for throwing comedies in there. You can watch the horror. I'll watch Caddyshack.
Yeah.
Everyone's happy.
You know what? I've never seen Caddyshack, so
Oh,
I'll
you've
actually
never seen
stop
Caddyshack?
watching horror just to watch Caddyshack.
You gotta
with
watch
you.
a little Caddyshack.
Yeah.
Let's watch.
I'm on board with that.
It's got so many greats, great lines. Yeah, it's classic.
I would also love to have there's got to be a closet of some kind. You know?
take me through it.
Let's have a big walk-in closet. I want to have a walk-in closet where I can hang out. I want to have a place where I can like sit down. I can meditate. Let's have that be a giant plant. Let's have it be like a like a pond within the closet.
Yeah,
Like a
that's
waterfall
cool.
built inside my bedroom.
in the closet. That's fun.
I can sit underneath the waterfall. I can turn it off. It's gonna feel, like a very calming, soothing, room temperature water.
Yeah.
Not too cold, not too hot. Just want to sit there and feel like something's rushing over me.
Oh, that sounds
And I can
awesome.
sit there and think.
That sounds like I'd like to have that closet right now.
And then, of course, right there, you'll have, if you want to go in nude, you can. You can also have swimsuits if I'm feeling a little bit more modest. Sometimes I might. Who knows? If I have company over and I get interrupted while I'm meditating, if I'm meditating naked, I don't want to just run out and have to go give the parrot directions to the nearest hospital while they try and go, get you the medicine that you need.
Yep.
Also, of course, I would love to have all sorts of different T-shirts. I want to have a rotating selection, like one of every color, basic colors, no graphic tees. I went through a graphic tee phase in my life, and not really much in the graphic tee phase anymore. And I
feel like
imagine
me too. It's so interesting.
Yeah.
'Cause for like 30 years of my life, I feel like I just started going like,
I think you evolved past
it's like
it.
a blank shirt. Just I like the colors and the textures on its own.
Yeah.
No one needs to know that I love Pink Floyd when the Division Bell came out.
No.
I still have that shirt.
Yeah. I would love to have those hypercolor shirts.
Oh yeah, I remember those.
I want to have one of those, but this sort of eliminates the need to have a lot of shirts. The other shirts are just for show. What the real magic is I have this hypercolor shirt that I can change the color on it.
Very Back to the Future.
With my own hands.
Very Back to the Future.
And nobody's going to know that it's just my custom hypercolor.
I love that.
I want that.
What color would it be today?
Today it's going to be a light blue.
Light blue.
I'm feeling pretty good.
Sky
feeling pretty
blue, light
normal,
blue.
serene, sky blue. Yeah.
It's one of my favorite colors.
It's a great color.
Woo.
It's probably going to be a lot of blues just because it matches my eyes, and I've learned to lean into that.
Lean in.
Got to lean in hard.
Gotta lean in, dog.
Also, a couple suits. I'll have a couple suits. We'll look fancy every once in a while, and a wetsuit because I will be jet skiing quite often. And we're gonna have a couple of those. That's gonna be where I let all my graphic tee wildness fly.
On the wetsuit.
On the wetsuit.
It's like cycling gear, like for bike riding. It's
Exactly.
Like, now I'm really gonna have some Elton John flair.
You know what?
Yeah.
I used to love going like family vacations when you go to Florida and you go by the Walmart there. They get airbrush T-shirts.
Oh yeah,
I want to have.
Dude, I remember those too.
I want to have some airbrush wetsuits.
I used to love those when I was a kid.
Yeah. Oh, dude, one of my favorite ones. I had one with my name on it, and then it had a baseball with sunglasses.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Or like the I'm the boss duck.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that.
Classic.
Yeah, dude.
So all of my wetsuits are going to be throwback designs based on like airbrushed stuff.
Hell yeah.
From a Walmart in Florida.
I didn't even get to ask you what's your wetsuit. So if you're that much into style for your wetsuit, what's your jet ski, like your main jet ski, look like?
The main jet ski. So it's going to be it's going to be a little bit more classic. I want one of the ones where you can stand up and ride it if you want to.
Old school.
Old
The
school.
one where you're actually getting a workout.
Yeah, exactly. I want it to be. I like 80s is one of my favorite sort of aesthetics. I don't want it in my house to be that, but I want some touches. And the jet ski is going to feel like it was ripped out of an 80 like Miami Vice episode.
Yeah.
You know, let's get some pastels on there. Let's get some swoopy, some angular, some weird shapes.
Yep.
Some circles and
some of those nail salon
triangles mushed
graphics
there.
on it.
Yeah, why not?
Totally, dude.
And you can stand up on it if you want, or you can sit down on it if you want. And
turquoise is coming back.
yeah, turquoise and
teal. I mean, teal's coming back.
It's hey, let's have turquoise and teal. Why not?
Well, teal never left. Oh, sorry, turquoise never left. Teal, it's had a little bit of a break.
What about seafoam green?
Which is close to turquoise. Yes, I love seafoam.
Yeah, seafoam.
I love seafoams and corals and pinks together are just gorgeous.
Coral. Let's get it. I've definitely got to have some coral in my my jet ski lineup.
I love coral.
Coral's a great color.
That's such an awesome color. Like I love pink. I love orange. And you put those together, add a little white in there. Oh, I'm talking about like it's food. My mouth's watering. Coral. Oh.
That thing, and you ride those 80s flecked pastel jet skis out on the lake. Everybody's gonna be eyeballing it. Mm-hmm. Some people might not get it, but some people are gonna be like, I understand his life.
And if they don't, that's okay.
It's okay.
You understand your life.
Listen, I'm not here on Possum Kingdom Lake to make you happy. I'm here to make me happy.
Possum Kingdom Lake. Oh, dude. Well, I was very happy. Thank you for showing me around your amazing fantasy house, dude.
I'm happy to have you. Come have some brisket anytime you want.
Phenomenal.
If you ever need a checkup from Dr. Parrot in the bathroom.
Even if I'm not having brisket, I just want to talk to your parrot and your physicists and your botanists. Where can people find you?
They can find me at Diet J on Twitter and Instagram, and jlightcomedy.com for show dates and videos and fun stuff like that. And my podcast, Blockbusting, where we talk about movies that you hate and why you hate them.
Which I was just on. Oh, talk about Chappie.
What a television, not a television show. It would have been a decent television show, I think. But a movie? Nah, not even good enough to be in a pinball machine.
Such a great time on your podcast, dude. Guys, check out Jay's podcast. It was so much fun. He riffs on he has guests on. They talk about movies that suck and why they suck. And it's brilliant and it's tons of fun. If this is your first time listening to Fantasy House, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and give us a 5-star review. You know, that'd be fun, right? It would make my day. It'd probably make yours to know that you made my day. And if you've been a listener for a while, go ahead and hit that share button, baby. Send it to someone in your life. Send it to someone you haven't talked to in a while. And just send them a link and say, like, you need this, then we should get together. And send them a link to Fantasy House. Hashtag blessed guest. You guys go out there, have a great day, be silly, and have fun.